in the previous video, we said that given any circle, that's any circle, big or small, if you get the circumference, which is the distance around around the circle, if you get the circumference and then you divide it by this distance here, which is 2r, divided by 2r, you're always going to get that same number again and again. 3.141 blah 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 blah. So here a big circle, get the circumference divided by this distance, it's going to give you 3.141 blah 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 blah. Even if you get a small circle, as long as it's a circle, if you get this distance here divided by 2r here, you're going to get this same number again. So it works for a big circle, it works for the small circle as well. The thing is, rather than having to write 3.141 blah 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 all the time, we give it a special symbol, pi. So it's a lot quicker just to write pi. So every time you see pi, just inside your mind, just know that pi is 3.141 blah 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 blah. It's just a number, and it just so happens that it's a number where you get, if you get any circle, you get the circumference divided by this distance here, 2r, you're going to get this number. So for any circle, get the circumference divided by 2r, it will give you pi. You know, if we have c over x equals pi, we can times both sides by x. That will give us this, c equals pi x. Okay. If I give you this here, c over anything, let's say a bubble here, this bubble could represent anything, equals pi. Okay. So what I'm trying to explain here is, watch this. Just imagine that this is a bubble. It could be anything. Okay. Now just imagine that you are given this here. C over bubble equals pi. Bubble could be anything. Now inside your mind, times both sides by the bubble. So times both sides by anything, basically, this bubble here. So take this fraction down. So C over bubble here, times bubble. But because remember, inside your mind, you're multiplying both sides by the bubble. Okay. You know, when you multiply a fraction, it gets multiplied to the top. Okay. This thing here, hang on, what is it? A over B times C. That equals AC over B. It gets multiplied to the top. So it will look like this: C times bubble over bubble. Okay, and then on the right hand side it would just be the same, pi times the bubble. Okay, you know, 5 times 3 is the same as 3 times 5. Well, I can actually switch these two around. Okay, because at the moment they're multiplying anyway. So 5 times 3 is the same as 3 times 5. So I can actually switch these two around. So bubble times C over bubble, and on the right hand side it stays the same, pi times bubble. Okay, and remember this formula here, ax over a equals x, because the two a's will kill off each other. If you haven't seen this before, watch the previous videos ages ago. So here the two bubbles will basically kill off each other here. So this would be C equals pi bubble. Remember, inside our bubble was 2r, because if you look at this here, what's inside the bubble is 2r. So basically, we are just, there should be a 2r in here, but we just removed it. Just imagine it's a whole bubble. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what goes in this bubble. It could be 3. Well, basically, I don't care what's in the bubble. I'm just saying, C over anything. If you times anything, this same bubble to both sides, you're going to get this thing here, and then basically it goes through here like this. Okay. So now Now we can remove the bubble, so it's pi times 2 times r equals c. Now 5 times 3 times 2 is the same as, well, I'm allowed to switch these two around. So that's the same as 3 times 5 times 2. So here, because they're all multiplying each other in effect, you can actually switch these two around. You can actually switch these two around. So it's, the reason I'm doing that is because we prefer the number to be in front. So it's 2 pi r. Okay, so c equals 2 pi r. So let me start again. Hang on. So given any circle, okay, if you get the circumference c divided by this distance here, which happens to be, well, this is r, so this distance here is 2r. 2r equals pi. Okay, now imagine this is a bubble. You're going to multiply both sides by this bubble here. So it will be c times pi bubble, okay, 2r. And now just tidy up, because what this means is 2 pi times 2 times r. So now you can actually say you can switch a 2 and a pi around. So it's like this. So start with any circle. Get the circumference of a circle, which is c, divided by this distance here, which is 2r, equals it always equals pi. Big circle, small circle, the sun, the moon, it will always equals pi. Now imagine this is in a circle. Inside your mind, in a bubble. Inside your mind, times the bubble to both sides. So it's c equals pi times the bubble, which is 2r, and basically it becomes this 2 pi r. Remember this. In the next video, I will show you how to use this formula. But this formula is so important. Write it down somewhere. Because in the next video, I will give you something like this: a circle of radius, let's say 7 centimeters. Well, you've got a formula. It's saying c, the circumference. If you want to work out the circumference here, you basically just put this into the r here. I will show you that in the next video, and then basically, yeah, work this bit out, and then it will give you c, which is the circumference. Okay, I will show you in the next video.